So because I have to do it on my property, and I don't think trying to drag a body out of my apartment is the best plan.
Okay.
I think obviously the lighthouse is where I'm gonna have to do it. Now I was thinking, because I have gone to
Here
the
we go.
lighthouse with him before.
I fucked up. I forgot about the lighthouse. I already know how this is gonna end.
Going to be like hard for him not to immediately cast suspicion on me if I don't give him a different like way to look, like a different direction to look. So my plan is to create like a threat towards him. So when I was like undercover as Madison, they mentioned they're like concerned for old Epsilon coming after them and whatnot. So I was going to make books that are like slightly warning them in a very cryptic manner of old Epsilon being back and coming after them.
Okay.
Now ideally I want it just to be Diego that's there at the end, right? So I was going to make like maybe 3 books and leave one at a time in the glove box of a car.
Okay.
And then have that at different locations. So the first one I will anonymously ping him to.
This is going to be an absolute disaster, I think.
Let's just say like a random mountain bridge with it in the glove box of the car. Now it's important it's in the glove box of the car because I need him to get in the car. Because on the last one, when it's at the lighthouse, I want to blow up the car with him in it. But I need those prior ones just to see how he behaves around the anonymous ping, like if he brings other people or if he scopes it out or like what his suspicion level is. And also to plant the idea of it being somebody else as well.
And now,
also, can I have a bomb?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you plan on blowing up the car? Wait a minute.
Can I have a sticky bomb?
Oh yeah, let me just go into my closets of unlimited trinkets and items and pull you out a sticky bomb.
Okay, you told me to use a sniper rifle, and I don't have a sniper rifle. Where's the sniper rifle?
That was like a figure of speech.
What?
Yeah, that was like an example.
What do you mean that's a figure of speech?
That was like an example.
You said I could use things. I could use tools and shit.
That are in here, yeah. Is there a sniper rifle
in
here?
Well, can we? I mean, there wasn't when you said to use a sniper rifle.
Well, there you go. Then you can't use it.
Can't you like Amazon some bombs?
I'm not gonna Amazon anything for a target like Diego. No, we can't make it easy on her, chat. Like that's just too easy. You know what I mean? There's got to be some spice to it. Am I wrong?
Okay, can you teach me how to make a bomb?
Not yet.
Not yet? So eventually?
Maybe eventually.
Okay. So I need to rework how to actually hurt him. But just to clarify, I don't have to be like, he doesn't have to hear me say the words, right? I just have to say them?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, I can figure out a new plan for that. But other than that, do you think that plan is like it will cast enough suspicion away from me?
Would I give her advice or do I watch her learn? I don't know. I don't know if I want to tell you that. I think it's something you should figure out on your own.
Okay.
You need to figure out the best way for you to complete this, right?
Yeah.
So if I tell you what I think, it's just gonna be like the way I think you should complete it, and it kind of nullifies the whole thing.
Okay, so it's more so just letting you know the plan, not like.
Yeah. I mean, I need to know, like, you know, if I wake up tomorrow and you're dead, I can probably assume now why. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Also, on top of that, the only thing I will say is, for the love of God, don't let this turn into some crazy lighthouse shit.
Well, I have to do it at the lighthouse.
But you don't have to do it there. You're choosing to do it there, and that's fine. But do not let this turn into some. I don't want to wake up the next day and hear about some crazy lighthouse. Oh my God, like I couldn't not do this. I couldn't be involved. Some crazy shit happened. Norman showed up in the form of a fucking cow or some crazy shit. I just don't want to hear that.
What qualifies as my property?
Any property you own.
Like just like land?
Well, any property you own.
Like what if I shot him in my car? Is that my property?
No, it's not really your property.
Okay.
Well, it's like your property, but it's not like a property. You know what I mean? Like a place you would live or stay.
Yeah, I know that's. Okay.
It's a vehicle. But yeah, no crazy lighthouse shit. And if you do somehow, I don't care. I don't care whose fault or whatever. Get this wrapped up in some crazy lighthouse shit. I will fail you faster than I can fail anybody in my life. You would just absolutely fail. This ain't no sacrifice for Norman Bones. This ain't none of that.
Okay, well, I'm low on options here.
You chose the file, so this is what I'm thinking. Like, what was my reaction if she first chose the file? I was like, yo, did she read the location? Like, this seems like the easy kill, but it's supposed to trick her. Like, it's not the easiest kill because I knew she didn't know many properties. You know what I mean? So, what'd you say?
I said I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason I told you to very much consider the entire file, right? Diego is supposed to seem like the easy kill, but the reality is the location probably makes him the hardest, especially for you.
I know. I kind of just interpreted it wrong because I took it as when you said that ideally I wouldn't know these people. I was trying to like take everything out of. I was kind of trying to just like pick at random, I guess, so that I wasn't having any sort of prior knowledge of the people.
Yeah, but even at random, like you should consider like what the criteria is, right, for the kill or whatever. Like having to kill somebody in your property, at least for me, that would be the last person I would ever pick. I mean, that's just so much heat that can come your way. Things can go bad so fast, even if you live in the middle of fucking nowhere, you know?
We're kind of past that. I can't repick.
Yeah, I mean, of course not, but I'm just explaining it. You made the bed and I was lying in it. You figure it out. See if you're capable of figuring out how to pull this off.
Okay. But I'm good to start doing stuff for the plan.
You start whatever, yeah.
Okay.
No one can help you though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, obviously,
is there...
there's a line where this stops become training and this becomes, fucking quote unquote real life. And if you have to call somebody to fucking save your life or whatever, it's fine. But only that will I allow it. If your life is actually in danger.
Okay.
If the cops are on you, if Diego is suspicious or whatever, your life is not an immediate threat, there's no help you can ask for.
And wait, I forget. Hold on. No, I think that's it for that. Oh no, I remember. Is there a set like time you would like this done by? Like, do you have a time frame in mind?
Not really. That's up to you.
Like, obviously, I'm not going to take weeks on end, but just making sure it's not like a 24-hour.
I wouldn't say there was a time on it, but I would say, don't let, make sure you're prioritizing your life, appropriately.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, a few other things unrelated to that. Dark called me yesterday asking for your number.